In 2015, a space for liberation, views, opinions, free from judgment, and a sister circle known as I'm Just Saying was born. We offered the world every Sunday our greatest laughs, cries, angers, hurts, and so much more. From this giant step, we moved on to continue to shake the world around us with our projects, including It Goes Down in the DMs, Mo Does the Most, and The Way Shay Mo Sees It, and a few more. But one day, I had the vision to tie all of those projects and networks together to bring I'm Just Saying back, new, improved, and reloaded. Seeing the need for a safe space again to discuss all that makes us us, and by us, I mean y'all too. It was only right to bring I'm Just Saying back reloaded. So on a new platform, a new day, a new time, and a new look, we're going to bring you all of the feistiness that you guys loved and a few new topics as well. Tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. Don't be late.
All right.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey,
It's Shay Mo.
it's Mo.
And this is I'm Just Saying.
Reloaded. Look, I look. You see what I did to make myself look?
Did
thin?
you? And you look at your posture. Let me.
I twisted my body a little bit.
I got to get my Ninja Turtle face
I've been so
out of my dress.
Listen here, Homer Simpson.
You know that's how the fat bitches be. They be having a Homer Simpson face in the front.
Yeah, you so fucking irritating.
I can't stand that shit, bitch. Put some Spanx on.
Dog, who got? Listen, I can't breathe. It's hot in the bitch.
I listen,
Ladies,
what you gonna do?
if you don't have your summer body, I don't care.
and you
Wear
gonna get
it.
whatever the
Share
fuck body
it.
I give you. You gonna catch this fupa.
Catch it. Throw it. Listen.
I told Peaches, I said, every year I be trying to get ready in the wintertime. Like, the summer is coming. So I gotta work out. And every year I say, fuck that shit. And here go me. And here go me fupa.
Listen, it's funny because I said today, I was like, I have to get me a personal trainer. Like, that's what I'm going to invest in. However, I got to go to the doctor first. And so this is going to bring in our first story because I was like, I got to go to the doctor. I have not been feeling healthy. I have been winded at the, like, smallest, not exercises, activity. Like, I go upstairs every day to my apartment. And by the time I get to the tippy top, I'm damn near out of here. Like, listen, call the ambulance.
Give me a puffer. I don't
Ambulance.
need a Buterol. I need full-blown oxygen. And
Yes,
put it on
I need
too.
oxygen. So, and I'm like, and I know what I've experienced in my past. So I was like, I need to go get my blood levels checked in the whole 9 yards. But that brought me, and I was talking to my homegirl. I said, ma'am, I got to go get my levels checked so I can make sure I'm good and healthy. So I can get me a personal trainer because I have to put this. I don't want to, but I have to put a breast reduction on my list.
It's time,
But I'm
sis.
afraid of a breast reduction because I don't want to be cut. And I don't have enough blood in my body for myself anyway. So, like, that is a part of the fear of the need. It's unfortunate that at
as
34,
a black woman
and I said I'm
that
going for
has
black
to,
doctors.
you know, make herself vulnerable to the healthcare system. It's rough.
Because I said, I was sitting there cooking for the holiday, and I could barely sit up. I was like, this is bullshit. So I know my back ain't strong enough.
Cause she real little by the frame. Like, what y'all don't realize is her titties kind of almost make her look like she
They
could
do.
potentially have
Hey,
some weight
big
on
girl,
her.
I think I'm a whole big
But
girl.
she don't have no weight
Oh,
on
my
her.
God, it's so
she
sad.
a little thing. She is a little something.
And it's
just some
unfortunate.
big old,
'Cause
some big old titties.
I just added the picture on my Facebook page earlier of the drastic change from like 27 to like 34. It was stupid. Who gets bigger titties in their 30s, no pregnancy? That was the dumbest. Like it wasn't even like, oh, they got a little bigger. Like,
Nah. Your titties ate the other titties and then some more
you know how
titties.
we be saying like girls from high school ate themselves?
Yeah,
like
like-
you was a little thing in high school.
Bitches turned into Piggy.
Miss Mama, you done ate
real,
5 of you.
real fast.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, so bringing that up, I was thought about we all were finding out about the passing of DC Young Fly's partner, Miss Jackie O.
Yes.
Jackie Smith at 32, and that's the fear for me where it's like I feel like I need this surgery, and I just don't want nobody to mess me up for whatever means.
So
Even messing my titties up, like
for health reasons and your quality of life.
Yeah.
You need to be able to,
Walk around.
reduce, because I mean, it's right up here. Your cage, your lungs, like everything, like your posture,
Right.
and the way that you breathe and the way that you sit up, all of that matters. But
me
live
knowing
in
my
a
health
world,
history, knowing that
right?
I walk around with barely enough blood and oxygen to get through the day.
Exactly.
That's where,
that's where we take a real wrong turn in healthcare with Black women and just healthcare in general because of the cosmetic surgery community.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's no diss if you want to accentuate whatever it is that you want on your body. However, the risks can be severe, especially when you're not taking in full consideration, like, the components of your body.
Right.
So your BMI, your mental status. I was telling Mo, like, this one hit home for me because one of my best friends passed away from getting a tummy tuck last year. And back to back, I lost 2 best friends. And she was not honest about her mental health, the mental health medications, and how it affected her blood system and the blood clot that she got. Like, it's all kinds of trigger effects that come into it. And when you get these $3-4 type of deals with all of these afterpay type of plastic surgeons in a world where you can,
titties.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
from the car to the door without passing.
It used to be $10,000, now it's $10.
All right, go get you some. I don't want no black worker. Like, I don't even listen. I want black doctors.
It's
and
very.
I want less. Like, I don't want. I need this because I'm sitting here and I can't breathe. I'm like, God, but I don't want to be taken out because I need smaller titties either. And I'm still trying. I write to the heavens
and
often.
Then you're getting multiple procedures at one time. So you get lipo 360, you get a tummy tuck and flanks and all kind of shit.
Because
all that,
it sounds good.
Traumatic as fuck to your body. And metabolically, we are not built for that. Your body will fight against it and then fight you.
Yeah. And then it's a matter of, like, we are such a culture of image in the way we look. And my biggest thing is, I mean, we all want to look great, but I want to be great. I'd rather be great than look great. I hate that woman's baby's got to grow up without her because
little babies.
I'm a grown woman and I'm a motherless child and a fatherless child at this point, and it bothers the fuck out of me. So my heart always goes out to, like, the babies or the kids who lose their parents before they can even experience what life looks like. So we'll send our prayers up for these young Friday children, her family, her friends, anybody that's connected to them. That really sucks. And
do your research.
And
do your research.
And definitely dig into like me and my friend, we was talking about some other stuff medically. I'm not gonna get into detail, but the older I get, because I'm trying to do this kick where I'm eating better and watching what I'm putting in my body. Because I'm noticing my body, like you say, fights against you. Because you get to a certain age and all that, you like, damn it, that's why Kevin Samuels was beasting us down. Like, you might look good, but sis, you running out of steam with your old ass. You a 1984 model Buick.
We're going to talk about the deal.
Don't nobody want you.
You know, God rest Kevin Samuels' soul. However, he didn't like fat bitches, so I ain't got nothing to say to him. Okay?
Girl.
As soon as we would have got on the phone and he would have asked me what my dress size was, me and him would have been beefing.
Could you imagine me getting on the phone with Kevin Samuels and he asking me my dress size and I got to tell him a 12 and then I'm 5'3" because my titties is bigger than anything. Like, he don't want to.
No, like her dress size.
He don't want to reason with me because
a 10, but
my literal ass dress size is a 12 because of my titties. Like, I can't do nothing about it. I have to wear extra large coats. No, I'm lying. I have to wear 1X coats because extra 1X coats, and I gotta go to the plus size for my shirts, depending on the fucking fabric. And could you imagine me trying to be like, Kevin, men don't like me, and he be like, "What's your dress size?" And I'm like,
but that's what he wanted.
But then they be like, "Don't you get them though? Don't you get no reduction?" And I'm just like, "What am I supposed
to?" It's wild to me, especially when it comes to like image and societal standards and stuff like that, because as a plus size woman, we always are expected to have
Pay
low
niggas
self-esteem
bills and pay niggas bills.
Oh my God, like old girl from Love After Lockup.
Oh yeah,
That-
Monique, I think is her name.
Yeah, I'm a stingy bitch. Okay, you're not gonna get your crab balls or no shoes out of me, sir. Okay, I'm
I
not.
watch a lot of videos about like women living in their femininity and all this other great stuff. And some of the videos I watch, I love when they tell people to like live in their delusion. And I was, can we talk about my delusion?
Come
Like,
on, what is your delusion?
It's unfortunate because I have been so delusional and I've made people around me delusional that like I have been this like independent, like on a level,
I hate the word.
on a
independent
level
right now.
of Shantae's got a man and INDEP.
She played Shantae's Got a Man, and I had an attitude. I'm not
thought
gonna
I was
lie.
badass.
Shantae was a bad fucking friend because this bitch was sitting at the table talking to her homegirl,
gotta go
dogging the shit out of them like, I'm sorry that your man's not home.
Listen.
I'm sorry that yours left you alone, bitch.
For me-
We having wine. What the fuck are you
bitch,
talking
why
about
you out
right
here
now?
teasing us because you got a good man and I can't figure this shit out.
Man,
but my
Dante
thing,
ain't your business.
okay, my thing is the delusion was I just had an incredible father and I was always allowed to be a stingy,
Absolutely.
spoiled brat.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how to lift a finger, but I don't think people know that about me. I think people like really think I'm just this independent boss chick who, and I'm like, if you ever spent time with us, you would know that like I'm a little baby that's gonna listen. Like I can cuss you out, but that's different.
She definitely a little baby.
Like,
that's gonna
like
listen.
people want what they want. They have the perceptions that they want. I'm like, I was walking around my house today and I was
Okay,
like,
brother.
wow, I do not know how to lift a fucking finger. Like, you know that light in my kitchen has been out for the longest
She
because
done
who
killed the
can
spider.
fucking take the globe off?
Who's going
Who's
to
gonna
come
do
get the
that?
mouse?
Who is gonna open that light thing to put the new light bulb in? Because I don't even know how to get up there. But don't nobody feel me on that.
Nah.
I'm like, I don't know what I did. Like, I don't know how I missed like the two versions
Because
of
you
me.
you
with the
still
delusion.
talk loud.
Exactly.
You know
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying?
too damn much.
Yeah.
I'm too loud.
So with that, that gives people
Here.
the ammo.
I'm gonna tell the people this. This is a true story. Just happened about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So my daughter, she don't play with me at all, and she hates the fact that I don't like to clean out my car. So she does it for me. So I was like, oh, I really need a vacuum, and Good Sis bought me a vacuum cleaner for Christmas, but it's the little car vac, and it does his job. So young Reezy was like, I got you. I'll do it. So I told her, like, this is how you turn it. Cause she was like, can I listen to the radio? And I should have said no because she had AirPods. But she killed my battery. All right. The solution is I have 2 cars and jumper cables. So I got one car that works, one car who got a killed battery, and I got a pair of jumper cables. I opened the hood, and was like, it's nothing but plastic out here. Everything's covered. I don't know where nothing is.
What are we
now.
doing?
I got tears in my eyes. I'm contemplating how we gonna get to school and work tomorrow because the Skittles don't have no tags on it, and I don't feel like arguing with sis. I'm gonna have to get us lifts because who am I gonna call? Thank God, my Bob Bet, the builder, live around the corner from me, and she came and got my car together.
Come
but
on,
I was
Sarge.
just like, I could barely even open the damn hood, and when I got it open, I want you to see under my hood, cause I'm like, why is everything covered up, and where is everything? So I was like, I know
I
my
gotta
daddy-
start paying attention because I know for a fact, like for my own self, when I go get my oil changed,
Y'all
I
better
get
stop-
pissed the fuck off as soon as they want to show me the oil. Leave
Y'all
me
know,
alone.
when they
I don't
used
know
to
what the
show
fuck
me the
you.
stick,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never understood what they were doing.
leave me alone.
But look, my dad was changing my oil
This
one day.
is not my type of talk, sir.
He hated me. He threw me.
55? That's how many of them dollars? Okay, goodbye.
That's
Leave
it.
me alone.
They be like, right here. No, not right there. My dad. Did y'all know?
It's clear now. Like, that shit don't look clear. It still kind of look brown,
I had
but
never
whatever.
heard that phrase. My dad was changing my oil unless he was pouring it in the car. I said, wow. He like, what? I was like, oil's like the same color as like cooking oil, like brown. He like, what color did you think oil was? I was like, black. He like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, every time I see oil, it's
Your car
black.
about to blow up. You about to,
And that's
you
how
walking
he was
around
going
and taking
on.
time, boy.
I'm like, well, I ain't never checked oil, but you know, like I've seen him release oil. Like he had the oil pan. It would be black oil.
And let's be clear.
Okay.
For the men who change oil and you get smudges,
And they be having black hands.
you know, but you do it. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I appreciate when you get your beater dirty and you get up under the truck like,
I remember this guy. He came over. Like guys have done stuff for me, like fix stuff around my house, and I'm never impressed. I'm like, that's what the men in my life do, right? So damn ungrateful. And I'm like,
that's what we got to check it up to, y'all.
absolutely.
Because
I was like,
to my house.
you thought I was supposed to care that you fix something? Like, don't men fix shit? Okay. But again, girls is deadbeats too, or whatever Coyle Ray said.
Right, because we going to get to it.
What you got, sis?
Before we get to the deadbeat,
Okay.
we gonna end with her.
I can go on her for hours and hours. Like I'm.
So today for
I'm
me,
pissed. I'm sorry, y'all.
I have been listening to Female Lover Girls.
Okay.
So I feel like I got all the game in the world.
Because girls is deadbeats. Who is Female Lover Girls? Is that something, or are you just calling them?
I'm just calling them that.
Right. I like this. We should get some shirts.
Female Lover Girls.
That's why we had never
like
get men.
the females with the game. Like the game.
We shouldn't be public with this kind of stuff. We supposed to do this
I'm
behind
closed
trademark
doors. It, but don't worry.
But
that's why
that's why the men's and them don't be liking us because they like y'all big shit.
You bitch.
Y'all
do.
popping big shit. It's like,
and they really be thinking,
don't
like,
mean-
you don't want to be a nigga wife. You an entertainer, baby.
oh shit, you popping big shit. Like,
Anywho.
okay, Female Lover Girls.
And I started feeling great again. Like,
What did you listen to?
I was listening to everything. So today, I was listening to my idol, Jilly from Philly.
Okay.
Y'all know, I love her dearly. I was listening to Shaka. I was listening to Anita. I was listening to Patty.
So
I
you was listening to the
Beyonce.
aunties. Wait, and that's who you came through with Female Lover Girls?
Because they are. Listen. So I'm like, what is my favorite, like my go-to line if I had to like game somebody up real fast? You know what I'm saying?
Let's do this. Let's do this on the spot.
If we sit in a car, I'm smelling like good coconut oil, you know.
Set the scene.
We drinking a little tequila, sitting at the water.
Okay, come on, Ward.
And Anita say, "Cause you the finest thing I seen in all my life. You bring me joy."
Okay.
Nigga, tell me he ain't dropping. Tell me
Interesting.
he not dropping for you.
That part.
Tell me he not. That's some game. You the finest man I seen in all my life. I've been on this earth for
Now you got me
38
thinking,
years.
Cause I wish I had a song ready. I ain't got
You
no
bring
song.
me joy.
Okay. Have you met one yet? No, they don't be bringing joy yet. Not yet.
Shaka said, "I love you anyway, even if you cannot stay."
Ooh.
SWV said, "I know that you're somebody else's guy,
They did say that.
but these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny."
I was on some other shit the other day. I was listening to
She doesn't treat you
what the hell
the way you
what's the
want her
group?
to.
And she say,
So come on, stop fronting.
is it Brownstone?
I want to get with you. These is Female Lover Girls. They was gaming the shit out of these men.
Okay.
What your girl don't know won't hurt her.
What's the song when the girl she say, I don't wanna rain on. If you let me, no wait, is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you say it. That Tory Lanez, he sampled it.
She says something. You will not hurt my pride if right now you decide that you are not ready to settle down. But if you want my heart, then it's time that you start.
To act like you mine.
And the light in the dark. I said, baby. I did. I called that like a week ago. Yes. You will not hurt my pride.
Because it's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'll understand. And I'm not gonna kick up no dust. I'm not gonna make no fuss. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But if you want me,
say it. She did say you will not hurt my pride if right now. But see, they not ready for that. I like this Female Lover Girl. I'm getting me a jacket.
Female Lover Girls. That's all I'm saying.
You know, like the pink ladies. It's gonna be like a satin jacket with the fancy writing.
Pink Cadillac or something.
Okay,
You know, let me get a Letterman.
Little black sunnies.
You know what I'm saying?
on.
Like with the little
I can
glasses.
see this. I can
It's a
draw this.
thing.
I like this
It's a
Female Lover
thing.
Girl. FLG. You know, girls.
Because it was another song that I was thinking of, but I can't. I don't want to go deep into the verses because I'll fuck it up right now.
Who is it? I might can help you. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Oh,
But the game is out there, y'all. And I'm just trying to be in the midst. Like, at this point, I believe it. Because girls is players too.
or deadbeats.
Or deadbeats. So we can let's
You
go
wanna
ahead
slide
and get into
into
it
home?
because it's 9:53 and we gotta go home. I do have to work in the morning.
I got a lot of stuff to do. But let me tell y'all something. I'm ready to fight. So I do believe in certain levels of violence. I try not to believe in no levels of domestic violence, but I do believe in certain levels of domestic violence.
Okay.
Let me explain. I
Please
told
don't know how
myself
to
and my people, I said, so y'all, let me just rip the Band-Aid off. We're about to talk about Danae Jackson, and I'm about to talk about sis. So y'all, look, I made sure I wanted my face to be as bare as
Danae
possible.
Jackson.
I wanted to be like as
Ma'am.
ugly as I could possibly
Ma'am.
be as I do this, because I want you to know that I'm showing up as like a woman that's ready to go into the parking lot. Now, the domestic violence. If I was Danae Jackson, so if I was Marilyn Jackson, y'all wouldn't have never found Derek's body.
Let's be clear.
It's something about an embarrassing spouse that I just can't dig.
I'm not about to do
And
it with you.
it's something
We not.
It's something about
We
like
not.
tubs, drums. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like metal drums, acid, like those things come to mind when I
We
think
not
about
doing it.
an embarrassing spouse. Like, sir, you will be somewhere melting in a metal drum.
It's like the secret of the
acid.
ooze.
You're
from,
going to be, who is it, Jimmy
Ninja
Hoffa?
Turtles.
They're not finding you dealing with me if you're going to embarrass me that bad. Now, that was my initial thought about a Derek Jackson to a Danae Jackson.
until
Until sis got on the Beyonce's internet.
Beyonce is great.
And she gave y'all her best performance, and I feel so.
And
I
y'all-
don't feel sorry for
But the
people.
thing is, y'all was not fucking listening to her words. Y'all wanted to feel sorry for her so bad because you have been in fucked up situations and you haven't healed from trauma and you allow a lot of fuck shit. You don't have any boundaries and you still dealing with that nigga who dealing with her.
So women, this is my question to women, and I want to answer. Do we not want to take accountability when we
don't.
see wrong?
We don't.
And we don't want to pull any of our good sisters to the side and say, "Ma'am, that's not what
we
you
gonna
need to
always blame him. He's always gonna be the
like,
culprit.
are we always
He's
going to
be
find
the cause,
a victim
not the cure.
in victimless situations? Long distance trauma bonding. Because here's my thing, good women of the world. We can you can look at a situation and realize you do not have to take a side. And this is my stance on the Jacksons.
Okay.
I do not have a side. If anything, I would be putting my hands on both of them. I would be like, shape shift me into a nigga so I can beat
Not
this
shape-
bitch ass.
not
Then
shape.
shape shift me into a bitch so I can beat his
Bing,
ass.
bing,
Like,
bing,
it's a
bing,
lot
bing.
of domestic violence coming out of me dealing with these two, right? Here's my thing. So she got on this podcast or she did this interview, and for once, sis put some clothes on. Go ahead, tell the people how you felt about her and her outfit. I said, I shout out to the PR team who ran up in her
They
life.
had to do something for her because when he came out with that second book, not the first fucking book,
I don't even know this.
but the second book after his infidelity and all that, because
the
she an infidelity coach. He had this bitch,
They took him, they did that little relationship book.
hand in hand, and this bitch had a beanie on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he woke her up and said, "Hey, babe,
It's a camera outside.
Essence
But
downstairs.
I'm going to tell you the
Put
truth.
that black sweatshirt on and come
diff-
on, take these
No,
pictures."
he didn't
right
do
fast.
that. The difference between Derek and Danae is Derek is the football jock. He likes his
attractive.
image.
He's attractive.
He gets up and goes to the gym and puts on his muscle shirt.
He's gonna-
That's how that bitch looks. I do that. I peel the wig off and wear a fucking shirt that don't compliment your shirt. Danae lazy.
She lazy.
You lazy, so she got her lazy
She
ass.
doesn't. She.
He didn't do that to her,
she's
y'all. She did
very
that to
low
herself.
maintenance. Everything about
Very, and
her
it's okay, sis.
and the personality that she portrays is very kind of like.
No, let me correct you. It's not her personality that she portrays. Who she is lazy. That is not She is not a fucking city girl. She is not Mascara from Jasmine Sullivan. If y'all not used to the song, basically on the song she said, "I never leave the house without mascara." Danae shops at Walmart. Like that is her.
She had
that's her,
a black
and it's okay.
beanie that she probably crocheted herself.
I would have been Danae. Look, if we had to choose, I'd be Danae. Like seriously, the bitch is lazy. Like I mean, I could dress.
When
but
the shit came out, I didn't hear the interview. I didn't I watched the whole fucking thing, but the only thing I could zero in on was
what she
this
looked
sweatshirt and this motherfucker. Like, why would you do that?
because that's who she is. Like you can't say why would you be yourself? Why not be yourself? You worried about image. She does not worry about that because
because the bitch came out
no,
on
that's
this
PR.
show.
Let me just show you what I know. That's PR. I wouldn't be surprised if they live together right now.
Right now,
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either
because this is a bag now. This is now another persona.
She is getting money she's a infidelity coach.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Let me tell you all about her. Because I watched as much.
I
watched as much
to help women heal from infidelity.
Let's get into this interview. Let's just talk about some of the stuff because
Go
we
ahead.
can get to that. But let's talk. Go
ahead. Take off, baby.
Boom. So I began to watch this interview and I'm cringing the whole time because in the very beginning of the interview, and I don't want to be this person because I had said it like. As she begins to tell the story, she speaks about this rape that she had encountered. I'm never telling the victim that they weren't raped.
Relatable.
I'm never telling the victim that they didn't get raped, but it was a convenient story to tell. And I'm not saying that she didn't get raped. I'm just saying oh wow, and you never told nobody. And I get it because people never tell anybody. Sexual assault is real. I have been through experiences, and I know people are not like me. And even the experiences I went through, which were very stupid and traumatizing with people that I trusted because her story sounded like it was somebody she trusted. Okay. But Danae is very timely. She comes out with these things in a very timely fashion. So I'm listening to the rape situation. She never told nobody about the rape. We move on into her meeting Derek in college. So let me translate for all y'all who listened and heard what y'all wanted to hear because y'all don't know people. When you meet people, you meet about 10 different type of energies, right?
Yes, you do.
It's not that many different variations of people on this earth. They just have different names. Let's be real. Danae, she said it she was kind of chubby and she was the smart. What did she call herself? She was saying something like smart.
She was a
bookworm, nerdy, quiet, ugly duckling is what she said. That's what I'm trying to get. She was an ugly duckling. So who in her class? The jock. So you got the ugly duckling and the jock. Enough said. Y'all, I didn't even have to hear no more the interview to tell you what's gonna happen in this lifetime of a story. But just so I can cue y'all in. Long story short, because the guy kept asking her, they met at 19, they got married around 28 or 29. So y'all did 7 or 8 years of him never being faithful. Yep. You never checking him for not being faithful. Half of them times, y'all were not even in a committed relationship. Delusion. And then when you finally say about y'all marriage, because let's just imagine he was the nice-looking Christian jock. So he's a Morris Chestnut from Best Man.
Yep. Exactly.
You got pregnant. Oh, what you think that man gonna do? What you think he gonna do?
Marry you.
Why wouldn't he? Because he don't know what else to do.
Duh.
He can't bring no baby home to
out
his
of wedlock.
family.
Absolutely
Seriously?
not.
Come on, he got standards.
Absolutely not.
So when I found out, y'all got married because you're the one that he had got pregnant and you kept the baby. Of course, you became his wife. Mm-hmm. Then you were pregnant around because she said she made a comment about them doing premarital counseling and it didn't work out well because she started to bring up all of these past things that he would do that she had never addressed. So now he's feeling attacked. So let me just make Derek the white angel, right? Okay. Let's imagine this young man in his 19s to early 20s to late 20s was dealing with this woman who was not going nowhere because she wasn't getting no better catch than him for some time. And she knew he had all these other partners because she kept saying she was a willing participant. So she knew what she was up against and who he was dealing with. She passing bitches in the hallway because she was saying I was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And let me tell y'all something about me. I have had a dude in a situation where it was a Monday through Thursday thing. On the weekend, you on your way. I'm on. It wasn't even you had a girl. We parted ways and we came back. But I also knew that he would never be my husband. Also, never. So if I was doing something
how
because I was
honest are
ignorant,
you
I
with
was young or
yourself?
stupid, I was doing it. I take responsibility, but I'm not about to try to transform him. But let's make Derek the good guy for a change.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
So
about
from
that.
19, no, listen, from 19 to 27, 28, he did whatever he wanted to do. But now you're having his baby. So maybe, I ain't no man. Maybe grown man brain kick in and he feel like he has to take care of his child and this woman with his child, right? So he calls her mama, asks for her hand in marriage, do all of these things and make these appropriate steps to try to make an honest woman out of you. And you start to now bring up all this past that you never talked about. So since you don't realize you ran him away even when you didn't want to, like, because you should have said that shit when you was watching the motherfucking videos on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to her. I'm like, this bitch is a psychopath and a sociopath. Because let me tell you something. Ma'am, you got what you wanted, but it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. You were the ugly duckling, so you felt like this was the best you were going to do. And it probably was. You ran with it, you rolled with it, and it was all good until it wasn't. Until it wasn't paying you. Because you weren't even ready to speak out until he wasn't till whoever boomed y'all out. Because if you knew he was cheating on you from 19 to 30, wherever you are, baby, you like it here.
And I think what pisses me off the most is now you want to talk about it so much. Like, before you want to conceal it,
You wanted to condemn our
hide it,
children.
and
You wanted to curse us.
right, you want to
You
cuss
have
all
behind
these
this-
people out who was speaking your truth for real. But then now you have a big ass problem with it. Oh, now it's I used to watch women and I would imitate the sex videos and all this other shit. Like,
I don't think she was doing a good job.
No.
I think she thought she was riding it. Remember, he let her way out. I
If
think she
you was
thought
singing "Pussy Don't Fail Me Now" every time you sat down on the D,
it sounded like he married her because that was his baby mama.
that was the right thing to do.
And that was because a lot of men do that. They think
A
that's
lot
the
of
right
them
thing
do.
to do, even if it's the wrong thing to do.
Especially when you got the Madonna whore complex. But that's another show for
Or
another day.
especially when you have a family dependent on legacy and they're telling you who you are and what you should be. I don't know this man, but I'm just going off of fucking characters of people that I know. So you've been messing, because I mean, she was loyal and faithful. You have been here the whole time. You're telling us that you're not doing nothing else, but he ain't never being faithful, but you stayed. So ma'am, that's like me telling you, like, my car keep breaking down, but I'm going to keep it. Okay, then you like that.
There it is.
Nobody's ever going to get in between that. But then you watch this man become what he became and give this advice to women. And you ain't never say nothing. I don't
You
trust
got
her.
mad
I
when
don't trust her.
he probably fell in love. He probably, because it has to be like a dynamic that will make you like fully break away. And when you fully break away, that's when you want to tell all your truth. But that's when don't nobody.
So do
wanna
you
hear
think
it.
he left or you think she left?
I don't know.
I think he might have left, and I also think the only reason why they're on the outs is because he got publicly caught, not because he was cheating. Because she told
Absolutely
us
not.
he wasn't ever faithful.
No.
Well, no, it wasn't that he wasn't ever faithful, because what it did sound like was, without her saying it and people not realizing, he was making a transition from this guy to husband. And she made a comment about, like, he probably still kept relationships with women he might have dealt with before, but probably wasn't sleeping with because she has no proof. And I've seen that before. I'm not saying it's right. However, he might have been trying. And sometimes we try shit with no fucking no
It is
examples,
what it
so we
is.
don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You can't take his efforts when he finally making an effort and then condemn him for his past that you never brought up to him. But since you got that title, wife, since you got that last name, you feel like big shit, so you could pop your shit
And walk.
and be like, nigga,
I'll
you
never
'cause
do
how
that
you-
because you
how
can't
you not
drag
gonna
the
beat this
carriage
nigga ass
before
when
the
he was
horse.
fucking bitches and you was watching videos and you didn't tell him? Who does that? I'm gonna beat his
That's
ass
weird.
as your friend.
That's
she
weird.
didn't even phone a friend and say, dawg, this nigga is
Because you
tripping.
always got to phone a friend.
Bitch, I'll put my black on, since you be there with him. He
You
won't
have
even
to
know
phone
what
a
hit his
friend.
car. He wouldn't even know it was us because you was gonna be with him.
You
Girl,
got
y'all was gonna
to.
be at the movies. Girl, I'm fucking your house up. Girl, you come stay with me. Like, girl, but he wouldn't
won't
know.
know.
He won't know. So, I mean, Danae tried to pass along this theory that she wasn't telling nobody She was experiencing 9 years of turmoil and infidelity and drama. Who can keep that kind of shit in?
Nobody.
Not me. I'm like, bitch, you a liar if I ain't never met a liar before. And they are entertaining this. And now you coaching, bitch? I'm coaching, bitches. I said, wait,
and
let me
that's
say this.
what pisses
and then we're
me
going to talk
off.
about that coaching. Steve Harvey ain't taught you shit, Danae. You ain't learned shit from Steve. You should. I wish she would have called Kevin Samuels. See, bitch, you got you a high value
Lori
man.
should have got on the line real
She
fast.
got a high value man who sat in them cars with his tight shirt. See, Derek knew he was a gimmick. If you don't know a gimmick, when you say a gimmick, that's on you. Because one of my homegirls was like, I bought his
big
book.
chest having ass. I never
was.
trusted him to begin
Me
with.
either. Me either.
I never trusted him to begin with.
I never trust any man that gives a woman advice that's on
Because
a
don't-
spectrum.
hey.
If your advice is on this end or that end, I don't trust you. You
No.
have to give me sound advice. You can't tell me keep my crown up.
I want
and
you
only
to
my
forever
crown,
be
and you
in the
can't tell
middle
me I ain't shit.
because in the middle is where we can begin. I don't want to be shit from your past and you don't know shit about your future. We will build as the fuck we go.
I'm not even talking about us building. I'm saying like, and this is why I got into it with a group of guys because I said from Derek Jackson to Kevin Samuels, and they were so mad at me for saying that, but I was using them as a gauge because I feel like Derek Jackson is sis, keep your crowd, and Kevin Samuels is bitch, you trash. So from the
Bitch, you guessed
spectrum
it.
of the two in my eyes is, don't tell me, because I could be trash. So you can't be a man like, woman, keep your crown up. And then I'm Danae Jackson, because she ain't keep no damn crown either. She said,
and that's why we named this episode what we did, because accountability is a thing.
Because if you see the jock, right, let's be honest, I love fine men because they fine. Not because he can put a tire on, not because he can fix you, because I don't know that yet. I love them because they fine.
I don't give a fuck what you can do.
But then you start getting
I just
to know
want to look
people.
at you.
And you start realizing, do they add any value to your life? Can you add any value to theirs? Then when I start loving people for who they are and the person that they are, I'll tell them that with their flaws. Because I've loved men who haven't been the best person to me, but I also understood that I come into some people's lives to make an impact, and then I get the fuck on. So that's why I say I don't take nobody's advice when it's one-sided on the top of each spectrum. Like, no. I make bad decisions too. I'm irrational too. So if you can come to me with a level head, hey sis, you were wrong.
Please come to me.
If your
with a
friends
level
have never
head.
told you you were wrong, you need new friends.
You definitely need more
and if
friends.
Danae ain't never tell her friends her nigga was cheating on her,
I
he
know.
probably wasn't even cheating
At
yet.
this
She
point
a
in the
fucking liar,
game,
y'all.
I feel
She a liar.
like she has shunned all of her fucking friends away, because the bitches that let you get on TV with
She
that
was
beanie,
Shantae's got a man.
with that beanie on,
Them not her. No, I told you she lazy. I would have did it too.
and then for you, after all of the shit, for like that interview was your snap. Them dookie braids and that motherfucking lipstick, bitch.
She had her little clunky kitten heels on.
I'm sick
Her
of
motherfucking
you.
wide leg with the,
I'm sick of
big
your
crease.
shit. Like,
With the
if
big
you
crease.
ever wanted to get back at a nigga, if you ever wanted to just like, you know what? I'm about to come and slay the fuck. If anything,
She ain't the one that can do it.
absolutely
Every
not.
woman ain't got the best slay. She did the best slay for her, and that's fine. However, I just want y'all to pay attention to people's character. When somebody is supporting and rooting for a person that they know is trash, and then they come light them up, you need to be mindful of that person's character. Because she even said it. She was living a lifestyle. Well, man, get the fuck out my face. Because she was living a lifestyle that he provided. As her husband, he provided this lifestyle off these lies because he wouldn't have been my husband. Because I'd have had him, don'tdateemsis.com. I'd have been shaking. Girl, I'd have had, I would have gave her the
That nigga
information.
would've been
She
in
would have
the
had
free
a blog,
press.
like a black
He
web.
would have been on Metro Times.
She would have had a black web blog exposing him, courtesy of me, and we would have been splitting the cash behind him because you can't stand.
There's no fucking way.
There's no fucking way. I'm like, I get you, isolate you, get away from your friends. Then how you out nine? Oh, she's so strong. No, the fuck she not. She's a liar. That's not strength, y'all. That's manipulation. You are being manipulated public.
And to be honed in on from your real trauma and the shit that you've really been through when you've been a willing participant and fuck
she
shit.
kept saying that I was a willing participant,
I'm
which
all
means
set.
that you do what you need to do, what you use
You
what
do
you
what
got
you want to do.
to get what you want. She's always been big on that. No. She used what she got to get what she want. That's what she did, and I'm not mad at you. I just don't want to pay you $7,000.
I'm
Who
not.
the fuck got $7,000 to give a bitch who said she had 3 therapists?
She
at
calls
one time?
herself an infidelity coach.
There's
And
no such thing.
the
That's the
shit
dumbest
is
shit ever.
hilarious.
I wish everybody get cheated
Bitch, I
on at
could
this
be an
point and don't
infidelity
pay this girl.
coach.
Cause who the fuck?
As many times I've been fucking
Who
cheated
coaching
on.
heartache?
Like, let me go partner with my baby daddy real fast. Like,
Baby, let me tell you something. If she an infidelity coach,
nigga.
what am I? Shit.
Like, because
I'm confused. But that's the gimmick, and that's what people gonna miss. Oh, she's so strong. She said she had 3 therapists at one time. I said that's how I know you a psychopath.
That's wild.
Don't nobody need no damn 3 therapists.
absolutely
You get you 3
not.
good girlfriends and 1 therapist. You don't need 3 therapists because at one time,
For what?
because you're a fucking psychopath and you're
You
telling them
all
3
plan-
different versions
exactly.
of yourself. The fuck
Playing
is
them
wrong with
against
you?
yourself.
How the fuck do you need 3 therapists? And then was like, once it got good, I kept 1. She needs to run. And I don't even believe you because I've had multiple therapists, not at the same time, but they did do different things. But ma'am, who got time to even meet with 3 therapists? Bitch, you got 2 kids.
Listen, it
Your
took me a
kids must
very
not be in
long
soccer.
time
Your kids ain't in soccer, hoe.
to actually
mad.
want to talk to a fucking therapist and to want to talk to
And for a
someone.
bitch who been through all you been through and you don't confront nothing, you ain't had no 3 therapists. Like, who goes to the extreme of, I didn't tell my
Because
boyfriend
that be my
baby
thing.
daddy
So
slash
what the
husband.
fuck did you learn?
Nothing. How to lie.
What did you know?
How to lie.
So, and
She heard her mama.
you ain't
probably-
squared up with nobody. You ain't set no shit on fire. You ain't broke a nigga jaw. You ain't got no
She
money.
felt like she
You
won.
know-
Like she said.
What are you doing?
She
You
had
charged
three-
this bitch $7,000.
She said she had 3 abortions like it was somebody else's fault. Baby, you had 3 abortions.
Listen, the girl from the Friendly Projects had 3 abortions
But
because
you had 3 abortions. So you said, after I had 3. But you said.
Krishan Rock said she
but
had 3 abortions.
She's adding that layer purposely because
To be relatable.
not relatable to be like, this nigga ain't shit. And I done had 3 abortions, so I kept this 4th baby out of these 3 abortions. My thing is, I'm not kicking you for no abortions. However, ma'am, you had 3 abortions. He didn't have 3 abortions. I don't care if he said he was going to kick you down a flight of stairs. You should let
ain't do
him
it.
try it.
He ain't do it.
Because then we could blame him. But you had 3 abortions. I'm not looking at this interview for what he did wrong. I'm looking at what you did wrong. And
Everything.
you was like, by any means, I'm getting this nigga. And that's what you did. So, baby, you won. What the fuck are we here for? Why
What
are
are
you
we talking
charging
about?
people 3, 2, 1? Why are you charging people $50?
An infidelity
For what
coach,
you wanted.
I want to
He
know
was a cheater.
what it entails. Like, do
I
you
don't,
do
'cause-
you bottle up some tears? Are they prayer tears? Like, what the
And
fuck are
no,
we doing?
because that is not a God that she is coming from. She uses anybody. She like David off of Ready to Love. Anybody sneaks God into their conversation after all of that, because they know that they feel like God is a blanket. They like the
Walk
the
away.
Tyler Perry syndrome where
Please
you
walk
can grab
away.
everybody in if you use God,
Mhm.
and then you can show you who you really are. I don't
Walk
like
away.
her. I don't trust her. The bitch is crazy. She a sociopath. She's a psychopath.
When
She's
she
a liar.
said she was emulating and like
And I don't like.
'cause we was talking on the phone. And like I don't give a fuck how healed you are, right? How much God you have in you, how much of the law you abide by.
That part, because I watch Scandal. We make some shit up.
When you catch your mate cheating, there is
So let's
point
talk about it. We got listen.
of irrationality.
You catch a mate cheating, you're going to react, right?
It's going to be poor. But this woman said
She said
that she watched the video
she kept it to herself.
and she internalized them, and in turn,
Let's
she
imagine-
wanted to emulate and imitate what the women who her man was cheating with
So can we talk
was
about being
doing
practical for that?
sexually.
I don't think they were a couple. I think she was in his business. I don't think he was cheating on her. I think that was some man. See, I don't even think it was an agreement. I think it was life. Like they were young.
So I'm
And
just
she
gonna go
went-
through your phone and I see some of your sex tapes. So let me want to make myself more sexy to you. So I'm going to do it like this today.
it was the pussy don't fail me now syndrome.
Definitely
Let
pussy
me
don't
ask you,
fail me
when
now.
you say agreement though, because I want your perspective from it. When you think of, like, when they were younger and she's like witnessing this, because this don't sound like this was like knee deep in their marriage. It was like knee deep in their lifestyle, where she sees the prize, which is him, and she's seeing what he's doing, and so she wants all of his attention. When you say agreement, do you think that like he put her in a position like, hey, we not together? I don't think that's what it was. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I listened to what she was saying, and I do think that from their younger years to like around the time before she got pregnant, I think that they were dealing with each other like long term situationship, and she wasn't planning on going nowhere. And I think the baby was the determining factor of their actual relationship, because that's when he got serious and then did this thing. Because she made a conversation about, they were like, because the guy asked her, how do y'all keep moving from place to place? But she sounded like she was willing to go wherever he was at, because that was her prize. And I feel like that baby was her meal ticket, like a lot of women do.
They do.
And I feel like for him, when he did get her pregnant and she was keeping that baby, he wanted to try to be that upstanding man. Because she said she pretty much sabotaged the marriage before the marriage by bringing up all of this stuff that she never brought up before as a part of the new deal, because she in there now. So, like, I don't think the agreement was like, oh, baby, you signing up for this. I think what happened was, once they got married, because now they're a family, he don't want these outside kids. He want to bring his kids home. I feel like she pushed him away to the point where he was like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I'm going to do then. And that's how it turned into what I don't even know if it turned into what we had to meet, though, because she's never really giving you the realness of, like, did he really treat you good ever? She'd be like, well, can we just find ever? Like, no, bitch, we can't. Did he treat you good or didn't he? Did he or didn't he? But what happened was, you thought that pussy don't fail me now would work. And you thought these kids would work.
She fed into the narrative, and this is just what I believe, like, that's the best that she can get. Like, I am the ugly duckling.
I mean,
and he the fine boy.
Probably is.
So I'm gonna roll with whatever.
Unless she go get her a Yu-Gi-Oh kid, sis, go get you a kid on your level,
right?
And he.
So
and
this
he
comes with it. This comes with the territory.
You can't want Morris Chestnut. What was his name in Best Man?
Lance Sullivan.
You can't want Lance Sullivan, honey, and be motherfucking. She wasn't even Mia though. Like, you was she was an extra. She was like, girl at table 2.
Not even A.
And that's my thing. I'm like, but we've seen this before. We've seen girl meets boy. Girl think boys is shit, and girl don't think she has a chance anywhere else. So girl will submit herself in any ways to be everything boy needs, but she doesn't understand that they are not matched in any way. And that's when, like, I'm not about to talk spiritual to y'all. Here's the thing, baby, you're not even a spiritual being. Try that for size. Go learn that first. But then,
why are you cursing people kids?
Right. You're a manipulator at best, and you utilize the platform of being his wife to get the lifestyle that you admire, because, again, you wouldn't have never pulled that off. You don't even know how to go get a fake ass or a booty pop and put a move something on. Like, we're not going to see Danae in her best.
Not at all.
We're going to see her in her librarian's best. Like,
the beanie is forever going to be a staple in her.
Even with the shit she tried with her bad skin, and I'm not hating on you for your bad skin, sis. I'm just saying, her with her bright colors, her bad skin, and her fucking fairy tales.
The shit that you feed yourself.
But
this is why, because especially for me, a lot of people say that we only want to talk about men and da-da. No, it's some real bad women out here too.
I don't come across them enough, so y'all got to send them to me. But another thing is, because I'm like, damn, I think she the first woman I don't know that I hate, because she like Omari Hardwick for me. I don't fight the shit out this girl. Y'all better not ever.
I won't say
it. Like, you know, you.
No. Oh, she can't stand.
You think I don't like Tyler Perry? No, baby. I don't like Omari.
I won't say I hate.
Not be Ghost. He is. I gotta do this with people.
Because listen.
Because I'm an artsy
It's a
weirdo.
gross misrepresentation.
He's a gross misreprepresentation of a fine black man. He is the Daniel Jackson in a man's body, but he look good. I'm like, the fuck, God, why you waste
He's
that
so
time?
fucking weak.
He's
like,
so weak.
What you can't do?
You know how they be like, y'all like
is
the
be
bad boys.
ghost on
Maybe.
power
Yeah.
and be fucking bitches down, and then be out here on the Duke Kid.
The neighbors think
with
I'm
a
really
do-rag
good. That nigga got a
commercial.
motherfucking waist trainer. Fucking that nigga. He in a beauty supply with a waist trainer. Motherfucking
Oh, waist trainer.
It's a waist trainer.
Omari Hardwick, we got problems.
I'm like, and you a fine,
And he fine.
like
You too
muscular
fine for that.
black man. So I want him to show up.
He can't dance.
I want him to show up
You know
in
what
what
I'm
I think a black man is, and he doesn't. Never.
Never.
Only when he's playing
That
golf.
nigga show up like Tay Diggs.
He puss in boots. He puss in boots. Fancy pants or something. Like, all I gotta
I'm
say
sorry.
is, I can see me on the red carpet trying to do an interview, and here come Omari like, hey,
Here he go.
Hey, you the bitch that called me. What did
They
Michael
called
B.
me
Jordan
Big
call?
LA.
Hey, did you call me weak? Yes.
And you know,
Omari?
and listen, no, Michael B. Jordan, he was weak as fuck for what the fuck he did too.
But I could just see Omari like finding out that I hate this nigga. I hate him. Because
I would have to get into a few like
so if you know
scuffles.
anything about me, I love
shit like
corny
that.
men. I love corny men. But Omari is like a cringe-worthy corny for me.
is.
Like, y'all don't ever watch TV and see the black people on TV and be like, don't do that. Like when Sweet Brown got there, it was like,
terrible.
ain't nobody got time for that. Like, y'all ain't just feel a little bit of shame and embarrassment. Omari's natural character makes me feel shamed and embarrassed. Because I'm like,
he's
he
very
corny as fuck.
nah.
He like a level of corny.
His weak is like top tier weak as fuck.
Like, I feel like we would get robbed together and Omari would start giving out things they didn't ask for. Like,
he the big red I'm a cry in the car ass nigga. Like
it's like one of those things where it's like he just takes it a little too far. Like I'm okay with you liking anime because you know my age group. I'm like, you like anime? Okay.
anime at this point.
See, but that's the thing. They love the new generation love
They
anime.
love it.
But you remember when we was growing up and
Yu-Gi-Oh kids is ruling the world.
right, but see that like the level of judgment I used to give to anime kids is definitely what I get at Omari. It'd be like you met him as like I didn't meet him as Ghost. He just whack as fuck. Like he is not like
he
like
is the dude
he
that
is
don't have
fine
good hair.
as hell.
He permit.
Like
He's the nigga who, at the party, if you get danced on, he coming in his pants.
Yeah.
Like,
But like he
jack
might
off
even
in
tell everybody,
movie
"Hey, I
theater
just came in my
bathroom
pants,
stalls."
guys.
Like, he's that guy.
like he like
Yes.
he like, guys,
He's
I came in my
weak.
pants.
Like, he weak as fuck.
He's embarrassing.
he's not a cool
to the
kid
black
at
community.
all.
He one of them people I would give up in a black delegation.
He cute,
I
but he
would.
know all of the
And
words
he's
from the
fine.
spelling bee.
He's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't,
Like,
see, I'm not even gonna hate on him for being smart. It's just like
I
said,
love smart.
This is the difference.
Hey.
I feel like Omari would take the worst situation and make it a lot worse. Like I said, we would be getting robbed, and I'm already telling. I'm gonna tell. I'm like, look, pay attention. We need some identifying, you know. And he gonna be like, my social security number is like, nigga.
There it goes.
Shut the fuck up.
And this is where I think where a lot of men get offended. I don't give a fuck if you're weak. Like,
Yeah, I don't care about.
if you
I
corny.
love corny. I absolutely love corny men. That's my thing.
I don't watch TV. I'm actually an
But
avid book
my corny
reader.
men. That's famous. Like, let me see somebody that's. Cause right, let me think of somebody that's famous.
See, I'm still working on my attraction because
Yeah, that's
I'm like
different.
whole ass nigga.
I don't have an issue with Tay Diggs. Like,
He
you
is
think so?
embarrassing.
Why
I
y'all
would-
think
I
Tay
could-
Diggs is embarrassing?
He definitely is the embarrassing ass uncle.
Baby mama, that's how I feel about him dating Omari Khan.
April. But I feel like April was like
I thought-
grossly misunderstood. I feel like
I guess because I never. No, I don't pay
I
them
do
no
feel like she
attention. I think what
misunderstood.
happened with Omari.
she got past her. She a young ass dating ass bitch. Let me tell you what.
See, I don't pay
Being
people that type
young
of attention.
and rich and having things at my disposal, if I want to like move on quickly, I'm gonna move on quickly, and that's what they do. Yeah,
Right.
no,
See,
there's
that's
no.
the thing.
Well,
She did, but you see, look at her. Look, that's her baby daddy best friend sleeping with her right there. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She can't breathe. See, I don't play that. See, I think one thing with Tay though is
stay on my
8
business.
years, I can't get a woman my age that's gonna really take me serious.
you. But
I'm going after my nephew's baby mama.
I guess I never pay. I don't pay them attention, and that like
And I won't say
I'll look
I
into
won't go after my baby daddy best friend.
you're not when you was gone.
I won't do that. However, certain shit is just like
She sent me a clip. I wanted to fight.
don't. I'm not gonna make. I'm not.
No,
I'm not gonna make everything off the fuck limits. Like
I'm
leave
not.
me
No,
alone.
I'm
If you're a
different
mistake,
about.
you're a mistake.
But are Tay Diggs and Omarion like really like cool or something? Oh, you just.
Come on, T.
I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna come back to you. I don't have a feeling about Tay Diggs. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
Tay Diggs is
I'm just
weak.
used
He
to Tay
weak.
Diggs.
He's
I
very
can
corny.
believe that, but like,
Him and his fedora.
but what point?
got a
is-
milk
But
dud
like, let me
head.
ask y'all something. What perception of Tay Diggs did y'all ever feel was like? You know, like we see Ghost, so we like
He never seen. He's
Amari. But,
Amari Howard.
but no, I'm saying like
No.
Tay
I
never
seen-
played a position where you kind of respected
Right.
this like
Omari
masculine
Hardwick
version.
was always ghost to me.
I ain't never seen it.
So seeing Omari Hardwick as a weak
So
ass
is Tay
nigga
really
and not ghost?
Wait, is Tay really
was very
masculine and
disappointing.
like this manly man in All American? Because I never because I just found out what Tay Diggs' real name
talk
was.
to my auntie like that.
Because look, did y'all see him in full? What is he in like a Broadway show right now where he's like he cross dressing pretty much?
Omari
Tay Diggs.
Hardwick?
No, Tay Diggs.
Oh,
and
I
somebody
did
called
see
this
that.
man Devontae Diggs, and I thought that was the funniest shit ever. No, but I never considered that his name wasn't Tay. So when they said it is
definitely
Tay,
looked up his
because
real
I'm a
name.
nosy motherfucker. We're gonna talk about that for 2 seconds. I'm a nosy motherfucker. So when he called him Devontae, I said, "Baby, if this man's name is Devontae," because I also
Tay
Diggs
and
gives me
Devontae?
Tay Diggs gives me white schools.
You do.
Omari
Like
gives me white
preparatory
schools,
to the
but I didn't know.
motherfucker. He gives me preparatory.
Right. But no, but Tay,
Younger black woman.
like that's like
It
you
makes
asking me.
sense. They make
Here's
sense.
a person, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele gives me white schools. When I see white schools,
Director Jordan?
yeah,
Yes.
white schools.
Absolutely.
Him and Key. When
Him
you
and
give me
the
white
Get Out,
schools, I
the
don't
dude, the
question.
dark-skinned dude from Wakanda. He
I
give me
don't
white
question
bitch
things.
too.
Not like I like if you went to an all white school and you had 7 white friends and
And
you
I
were-
went to
I get
private
it.
school.
Omari, I didn't get to see who he was until after Ghost. So when I saw who he was, I knew him in different stuff, but I didn't see his personality come out. See, I don't dislike him for his being an actor. He's a great actor because he's able to portray every different role. But when I saw, well, whatever roles he's playing, but like, he gives me white school.
The one he typecasted for.
How many he typecasted for?
He either typecasted for the prestigious or corny ass nigga. I have not seen anything else
But
from him.
so here's the thing, and he fine too. See, I don't
And
look
he
at Tay as
fine.
being fine too. So I think I'm more
He's
disappointed
cute.
than anything. So I really want to fight Omar.
He's very
Because how
cute.
you black, you fine. I love Indina. And oh wait,
And
not
him,
that was Tay wife, Indina. No, it's not a white wife, but he do give me white schools. White schools means that like you did not, you didn't run in the ghetto and get your motherfucking
nah, you don't-
yeah, that part.
you
Give
ain't
me
getting
the-
hot water.
You know who
cornbread.
else?
You
Terry
ain't-
Crews. As fuck.
Extremely.
Why not? They the same person.
They
But-
definitely the same person.
Now that is lies. What?
Yo, we gotta have a fucking. We gotta have a Christmas dinner together. Something.
We do have to have a Christmas
No,
dinner.
but that's because that's what he knows how to do, though.
No, that's a lot of black men, a lot of macho men know how to do it, but Terry like makes it a big. He
I went to private school my first 3 years. Okay.
of high school.
Yeah, he's like, you went to Osborne.
Like, no, you really
Hold
didn't,
on.
though. You had to learn how to, well, you knew how to fight.
I had to learn how to maneuver. When I got to Osborne, I felt like I was in high school high. I got to Osborne in the middle of 11th grade, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, we both was like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
What am I doing
I went to Benedictine.
And it scares me because the same way I don't like them, and I'm like considering putting my daughter in white schools. Like,
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either.
There's no,
because her opportunities are looking.
it's different now.
They looking good for her, but where was she? You know, where would she fit in? Anyway, okay, we'll get back into
I
all
thought
that.
I was smarter than everybody at Osborne. I was like,
I mean,
ooh,
but you kind of was.
I was.
Like, let's not get it twisted. Shout out to all of our O2s. Y'all did your thing. We looked
Okay.
great at our 20-year reunion.
And I was smarter
People
than
still
y'all.
be confused that like we had a 20-year reunion, or like one of my coworkers who started calling
We
me
look
auntie,
good in
which
the
was
bitch,
so
though.
strange because I don't mind being called auntie because I've been an auntie all my life. I've been an auntie since I was 8 years old. Like, who? It don't get better than that.
Literally.
But I'm only like 6 years older than her. I'm like, damn, I couldn't even be big sis. But she was like, you don't look that old. And I was like, baby, I don't even use that phrase.
Oh, what the fuck is that old?
They started saying that to me at 27, so I knew it was a fluke in that fucking sentence. But she said, it ain't like you like 40. Like, since you're not 40, you ain't that old. I'm like, well, baby, I'm sneezing. 40.
Well, I'm creeping and I'm creeping.
Like,
and
now I'm
creeping.
literally like
I'm right
8
here.
months away from being 40. So I have
Here's
to.
40 and here's me.
I'm like, and then like, I heard 40 was where it's at. So I do want to say this publicly.
Okay.
To all you 20-year-olds, right? Especially
Okay.
as I'm creeping out of my 30s.
okay.
20s was a shit for me. And if it wasn't for you, I feel bad for you.
I
And
feel
if
bad
you
for
are in them on your way into them.
My
or midway through them,
20s?
live them bitches up. If you can avoid becoming a parent, avoid that shit. Find you, figure
By
you
all
out.
means.
And I'm not, and find you don't mean hoe. Find you means take some time for self and know that like the masses might like this, but I like that, and be okay with it.
I
that.
was great. My
20s were like the livable 20s.
my 20s.
You know they
were,
said the teachable 20s, but no, they were the livable 20s that turned into the
my
teachable
20s
30s.
was fucking amazing.
Because I'm going to tell you something. If somebody put on their Facebook at about 30 and they asked, like, give me some good advice because, no, baby. I'm going to tell you this. It might be okay for you, but for most of us, life be lifing in your fucking 30s. From 30 to 39, I've been getting my ass whooped, my ass kicked, my credit fixed, my credit denied, my credit up, my jobs applied for, denied for. Bitch, you too old to be over here. You're too young to be over there. You ain't got it figured out. You ugly, you cute, you fat, you skinny. You need to figure it out. Are you having more kids? Are you done? Do men even like you? Are you gay? Like, what is it? 30s will fuck you up. And I
I'm
remember
sick of your
hearing my
shit.
no,
I'm
because
sick of
I
her
remember
shit.
hearing my uncle say it. He was like 30s was trying, and he was like, but you will slide through them 40s.
It's close
And
now.
everybody that's older than me that got to their 40s first been telling me that 40s been where it's at. And I'm like, if by measurement what I had to endure in my 30s, I got that to look forward to, then I'm excited because I've learned everything that I didn't know. So I had to unlearn and then learn. Like, and this is just a little bit of transparency. For the first time in my life, I applied for a job in my field and instantly did not get that job. Instantly. And I was like, but nigga, I'm about to apply for everything I see.
All of
because
them.
it was so much anxiety to
ALLUM.
do something. And it was like, why was you scared? Why were you doubting? Why were you this or why were you that? And the whole time is because in 20s, you try to be an image, you try to be on, you try to be popping, you try to have, you don't even recognize what it takes to build. In your 30s, everything that you had carried and the people you carried, you will watch your best friend leave you. Bitch, you my best friend. Where you going? You going somewhere? People be like, are you friends with your high school best friend? Why? Why? What point are we trying to prove? Because if we went on two different directions in 20 years, that should be okay. So if you 20 and you don't make it to 39 with your high school best friend, you didn't fail. If that high school sweetheart relationship didn't work out, you didn't fail. You grew up and you grew apart. And sometimes apart don't mean bad. It just means different. Most of the time, apart just means different. So if you on your way into your 30s, strap up.
Strap
'Cause
up.
it is a ride.
That's the best advice.
I mean,
that you
and I
can
remember
have
that
right
one
now.
Tyler
Strap
Perry
up.
movie where it was like, I don't remember what age they were because I felt like they might have been in their 40s, or maybe when he was like, your parents is getting sick and you're this and you're that. Because, like, ideally, depending on when your parents had, you got to go check. If your mom only 15 years older than you, you might got 15 more. You might not have to experience and endure that tragedy and, you know. Okay, but like that's a real ass speech. Like, you come to this point, like, I ain't gonna lie. I would go back to my 20s and tell myself to, like, hey, family is where it is at, but your family is gonna depend on who you create as a family. Not your bloodline of people that you have been knowing your whole life. Get a husband, settle down, have as many kids. I didn't want kids.
I didn't either.
But if I can go back, I would have a bunch of kids because the legacy in it. Like, my last journal entry was creating the legacy of my parents and not the trauma or the drama or the boy. My parents had some good shit that they left and, like, continuing that legacy. So if you on your way into your 30s, I just say buckle up, but open your mind, like, and do not do it for nobody else. Do it for you. All right,
I
so
agree.
before we get up out of here, fuck Danae Jackson. Say that.
Okay, fuck her.
Fuck Danae. I want her real last name. I don't even want Jackson.
That's her. Well, I don't know her maiden name.
Danae Mae Smith.
I don't know,
Fuck her.
girl.
I can't stand girl. So girl is this the first time I have a girl that I can't stand. I ain't met a girl like her.
What's up?
Hood Rat Ambitions.
I'm gonna stick to my lover girls.
I love it.
I want to be like right now. I want to be able to like set a whole picnic up, like a whole scenario, right? Just to deceive them.
Oh shit.
I don't
'Cause
want to
girls-
mean none of it.
Because girls is deadbeats too.
We might as well carry it out. I don't want to mean shit, like,
I mean,
but I'm gonna be convincing in a motherfucker though.
I love it. I'm going to be Yosemite Sam and Tory Lane.
Not so. Wait.
Because they did the same shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my little two
Pew,
guns,
pew, pew, pew.
and I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So my hood rat ambition is to all black Cadillacs,
Okay.
black tinted windows. I don't even know guns like that, but I'm gonna give me like two of them Yosemite Sam, like little revolver type, boom, 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 boom. 2 guns. I'm kidnapping Danae beside the road. Dance, bitch, dance.
Not kidnapping this man.
Pop, 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 pop. Because, you know, I believe in certain levels of violence.
You do.
So I'm popping at her feet because I want the bitch to dance. Dance,
Oh.
bitch, dance. But I'm having a camera rolling because this is all for you to tell the fucking truth. Shame the devil and tell the truth for the first time in
Shame
your
the
life.
devil.
Pop, pop, pop. I want to get that bitch scared. I want her eyes to turn glossy. And I want her to finally feel like her maker is making, not a mockery out of her, but a woman out of her, to be honest and truthful.
Truth
Because let me
teller.
tell you something, baby. There's not a coaching. There's not 1,000. There's not $1. There's not a PR. There's not a representative that can save you from the wrath of the truth. And my mama would tell me, what's done in the dark comes to the light. So while y'all caring about this bitch, sad for her, crying for her, and wishing her husband was a better man, I just wish that bitch did not want gold.
I agree.
Because if you at a price, baby, then you can be sold. So, my hood rat ambition is, I'm shooting at her feet, making her dance. In them fucking shoes, with them vibrant colors on, with her hair pulled back, with her lipstick on an old boy yellow couch. Get off that couch and dance, bitch. Dance. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, they gonna hate me for that. But in my best version
I'm
of
done.
Tory Lanez and Yosemite Sam, bah, bah, bah,
There we
bah,
go.
bah, making that bitch dance. She gonna be twerking though, because you know she got it in her. She been practicing.
That bitch
She been
don't got it
practicing
in.
all the moves like Jagger. Bitch is twerking.
I don't believe
That's
it.
why I'm trusting right now. Because ain't no woman in the history of woman studying women that, no. Because you curse your children. Bitch, curse your eyes. Because why are you watching this pornography? All right, let's go.
We done.
I hate her.
Gotta pee.
I hate her so much.
In 2015, a space for liberation, views, opinions, free from judgment, and a sister circle known as I'm Just Saying was born. We offered the world every Sunday. Our